let us continue playing King of Dragon Pass. When we last left off, the Confasus tribe had its second bad year in a row, and this one was probably actually worse. We lost 200 cattle. That's what we call a terrible year. The only plus points are we are getting our crafting stuff sorted out, and we are producing a fair amount of food. Let's proceed and allocate our magic. There will be battle later in the year, and it's a typical harvest. Alright, we could have done with some good things approaching there, but oh well. We do have to consider hero questing at some point. There will be battle later in the year, 2 to war magic. Spend all that we can on mysteries, 2 to crops, 1 for herds, 1 for mysteries. Proceed. I've been asking around, talking to weapon veins and explorers from other clans, trying to figure out who those horse-riding people are. The ones with the flaming arrows who attacked us recently. I'm told that the lands to the west are full of evil foreigners. They never get off their horses, so the other clans call them the Horse Spawn. They worship Orlamp's enemy, Yelm the Bad Emperor, so we haven't seen the last of them. The Nestes clan trader, Ashart, is here eager to speak. We know you found a source of green clay and would pay handsomely to know where it is. We are the most qualified people to make high quality pottery from the clay, and our clans are not at war. Our trader Hendrik narrows his eyes at his request, and gives a small shake of his head. We're prepared to offer 40 cows worth of goods for this knowledge. 40 cows worth of goods. I'll have to trade them a large amount of raw clay every year instead. They bargained with us with only a half-hearted effort. It soon became clear they were not after any kind of long-term trade deal. When they realised this, we ended the meeting and went home. The clan mood is grim. Farmers are discontented. The weapon veins are fine, which I suppose is good. We have 27 goods. We have Orlamp's temple up. We're now pretty much set up there. We can now get this temple built, which we're going to do now. So that'll give us the true sword ritual, basically doubling the effectiveness of our weapon veins. Gostan, a member of a Squat Oak clan, comes to you seeking aid. Plant people, the elves, have descended onto our chula and demand the right to worship at our shrine of Flamel. They will harm us if we refuse, they say. We do not want our shrine strengthening the magic of the deadly forest folk. Helping the Squat Oaks will improve our relations with them. True. Elves are terrifying opponents. If we wish to fight them, we must... The war party must be led by someone proficient at both combat and magic. My phone has gone off. I apologize. Conciliation is better than fighting. True. We are not obligated to help. It's unlikely that Flamel is paying attention to this dispute. We must think of our crops and avoid fighting during sea season. Why can't the elves and humans worship Flamel together? Flamel is the god of vegetation. Some say he was married to an Alda before she married Orland. That's interesting, but you are right, we really can't afford to send farmers in to help here. Let's think about this one. Convince the Squad Oaks to... refused to consider this and said we were foul plant lovers. Well, on the plus side, our weapon veins are now doubled in strength. And we know there's going to be a raid, so we're going to put 13 on the outer patrol. Let's think about this. Stake perimeter would help against mounted enemies. Morale is high. We need 40 goods for a stake perimeter. And we could recruit 3 more weapon veins. What are we currently doing? Right, let's change that to iron and keep 30 there. Sign. Right, fire season. This is probably where we're going to be attacked. So I'm not going to risk things at the moment. We're going to go and... we're limited in weapon veins by the number of horses we have. We don't have enough cattle, I know that. Need more cattle, more cattle, more cattle, more cattle. Don't have enough oxen to plough the field. Sacrificing the Bentar will help. The effective harvest should last a year. We'll try to stockpile more food. Right. Let's think about this. I'm also kind of thinking towards our war effort here because we do want... we have less crops, so that's good. Plough song would allow our oxen and plant more land. This would protect us from hostile spirits. Don't want to explore our Tula just yet. We need to keep, if possible, as many of our weapon veins around if we're definitely going to be attacked. Bloody 10 hearts. What are our trade agreements currently? We have 4 trade agreements, so we can't really do many more of that things. I think the only thing I can really do... How many favours are we owed? We have a lot of favours coming towards us. We need to start getting some cattle from people. We're going to send the bare minimum here. 3 and 5. Send. Oh, God. Enophia, who married Costadas, has left him. Confessed she could not wake up in the next morning next to a face so terribly ugly. Yes, thank the Lord Marcolor. People are all very sad that Costadas' heart is broken. Henrik's mission to the Apples, he is stopped by a group of desperate outlaws. His escort is slightly outnumbered. Oh, I need these cows. But I don't really want to lose our trader here. Kill as many as possible. The outlaws turned out to be favoured by the gods. How they broke his sweat. Hendrik took a wound, as did many of the escort. They had to return home. Grey Foxes have announced a feud against us. We should be on our guard. We are raided by the Gerendings. They have 13 horsemen and 141 swordsmen. And they didn't raise enough people. Drive them off. Evade. Go. Pulled back before the Gerendings were ready. By the time the charge reached us, they were tired. It was a short, nasty battle. We drove the Gerendings off, and the survivors left without plundering our Tula. We captured 2 horses, and we only lost 1 footman. Senior Carls have been calculating the number of cows we need to sustain the clan, and have concluded that we are headed for disaster. If we don't get more cows, we will starve. People can count on just as well as anyone else and know the clan is headed for trouble. They have grown resistive, and want to know what the clan is going to do about the situation. We shouldn't promise anyone a particular thing. That way, the first thing we do fails, we can try something else without alarming them further. Right now, we can cheer up the Carls. We raid the Squat Oak clan. The most reliable way to get more cows is to trade for them. Promise sacrifices to Revolda. We're hard to convince them we have enough cows. Bad King Ungrain's cow mother woman told him that the herds were dwindling. Bad King Ungrain said, "Who needs cows when you have the throne?" People swore to the clan ring and renewed their pledges of allegiance. Right. Favours due, apples. Send an emissary. Ask for cattle. Send. We take much less than we are due our clan, we'll gain a reputation for generosity, which will help not us, not just with the apples, but with others. Ask for 15. Granted this request and said that we were generous. God, we're getting raided again. Evade, drive them off. Go. 15 cows, 8 horses. This is just going abysmally wrong here. Can't get any more weapon fades. More in the inner patrol just to be sure of things. How are we doing on this? 9 cows, 35 sheep, 34 goods. We have more goods than that. Just. We could really do with some help here. Alright. Favours due. Brown boar. They owe us a favour. Ask for cattle. Send. I just heard what happened with that dispute between the elves and the squat oaks. Remember how the elves were insisting on temple rights? Well, the delegation from the Majestic clan brokered an agreement between the elves and the squat oaks. The elves are now permitted limited use of the temple, which is what we said. A young warrior woman of your clan, Valensta, comes to the clan hall with a warrior woman of the Grey Fox clan, which you are feuding with. The young woman's young name is Analdesta. Valenesta declares she and Lester have undergone a ritual that declared them blood sisters. They will fight to defend one another to the death if necessary. started, we should follow their foolish example and end the foolish destructive raid with the grey foxes. People do not wish to end this feud. We have yet to exact proper vengeance from our foe. We are stronger than our foes, so we can demand reparations if we sue for peace. Well, Ernesto has always been headstrong, contrary and passionate. How he again claimed that Darksoul was his brother. When Darksoul won more glory at the Battle of Condefant, he threw Darksoul into a ravine. This ritual of sisterhood contravenes our rights. She's a troublemaker, we should outlaw her. Ritual is sealed in blood. We are obligated to honor it. Well, let's have a go at this. Demand payment. Let's demand 25 cows. Refuse to end their feud. Worth a shot. Worth a shot. Okay. Our weapon feint numbers are down. We're going to recruit 22. Emissary Brandgore approaches the Brown Boars, asking them to make good on a favour they owe you. Brandgore seeks gifts of cows from them. Customary obligation is, of course, 20. We need 20. Give us cattle without complaint. Hooray, our cattle numbers are on the rise. Let's get our patrols a bit more sorted. We have 26 weapon veins. They're double in strength. Everything is still grim. That's a bit more of a worry to me, actually. If the children number accelerate beyond the farmer numbers, then we're going to start eating more food than we actually have. Something to consider, anyway. Let's explore our tutor again. 3 and 5, slowly. No secrets found. Recruit more farmers into the land soon. Trying to spot too many weapon feints. Priests and other folk who eat the food we produce, but don't produce any themselves. Parasites, I tell you. Friday's mistaken. So you overestimate our need for them. I think that is a point. We've probably got a few too many. Dismiss 30. We can't afford that. We're going to be under attack. Right, well that's sorted. Who? Orkan, for feint from the Orlundi clan, comes to ask you for information about Kalai, chief of the Wildcat clan. We intend to enter negotiations with Kalai, but we hope he knows something of his personality, so that we will be prepared for our parley with the Wildcats. You owe us a favour, and we'll consider your obligation discharged if you give us good information. Our friendship with the Orkan's clan is strong. Even if we make a mistake, the consequences will not be grave. Kalai is a bold one. His deeds will surely be celebrated in the chronicles. But a gift would be a more appropriate substitute. Tested to his clan, answer his questions. It's good to have words, give him words instead of cows. We don't seem to know a lot about him. Let's gamble here. Holy Chief. Oh, I'm gonna mess this up. I've got a 1 in 3 shot. Where's my D3 of Doom? It says 2. Oh dear. That's gonna hurt. We might have to pay them back for that. Right. We have 26 weapon veins. Let's go and get another favour sorted out. Who's close by? The red fox. Nope. You're quite close, actually. Send an emissary. Asking for cattle. Emissary Brandgore. Yes, excellent. We want 20. Give us cattle without complaint. Our numbers are climbing. 570. Right. Now that we've sort of got that close to a considerable level, we probably do need some more farmers. Also, they've got to come in the next attack or two, really, thinking about this. What can we offer, actually? Take more than the feast to convince them, don't have anything to add. Nothing to add, very healthy. We have enough for now. Maybe we don't need to recruit anymore, actually. Right, let's sacrifice Chu. No, we can't really afford to do that right now, which is a shame. Once the goods actually are starting to generate a bit more, if we use this year to build up, next year will be all the better for it. So what we will do then is we shall explore our Chula again, 3 and 5, slowly. Okay, your explorers find an old series of sacred stones in the forest clearing while exploring your Chula, probably inhabited by sleeping spirits. At all I'm speaking sacred time and understand how to impress our neighbours with our glorious words. Sure, I can go about your business. I want a gift of 10 cows to awaken them. All spirits are friendly. Dig up those rocks! Let's try and go about our business. An oldest of the Blackrock clan, accompanied by Jorik and Hjol of the Orlandi clan, comes to convince your weapon veins to help her ambush and kill Aski, king of the Kolimar tribe. Kolimar have gone too far, becoming tyrants. They will keep us all from glory unless we put them down. An oldest, Jorik and Hjol are prominent weapon veins of their clans. Blackrock and Orlandi regard us highly. They can be thankful if I can dissuade them from this dangerous course. The ambush will fail. Clear its route to the Aski, he will reward us with silver. Kolimar, let's die! Great magical powers. This could backfire if we did that. Convince them to abandon their plan. An oldest was impressed by Dorace's words and said they would not pursue the plan. She praised Dorace's wisdom and gave her a gift of silver. Hey, no war and more goods, which means we actually have spare, so we can get another temple built up. 34 goods. So we can sacrifice 10 goods, certainly, to try and get something. Let's go with horse friend, maybe ripen the crops. Or should I go down to... Ooh, we actually have that ritual. Alright, let's build a small one. So, was the war the bit that happened earlier? Because we managed to get through that without anything really happening. I should complain, but you know what? I'm not going to. Right. So, 32 babies were born. We initiated 20 children as adults. We seem to have more children than we can handle. We're getting 12 more mouths to feed, but not in... well, comparatively. Yeah, I know what I sort of mean. Basically, we're losing 12 adults for farming each year. This will recover once we get old enough, but that's a way off yet. 5 more people, 39 more head of cattle, 6 fewer horses, 14 fewer sheep. 78 cows worth of goods. Our market made a profit of 7 cows worth of goods. Overall, not bad at all. Things seem okay for the moment. So, until next time.